So recently I've bought this Honda Forza 125 scooter. It's a 2020 model and it replaced my old X-Max 125, which was a 2007 model. Now the first thing I do when I buy a motorcycle or a new scooter, I usually put a phone mount first on these bikes. And obviously, this being a scooter, it has a lot of plastics near the handlebar, so there's no real central way where I can put the phone in the middle of the handlebar. Now on scooters, you can usually attach the phone mount to a mirror. So we've got the mirror holes here, which they are threaded, so we can use those. We can even buy phone mounts that attach to the brake reservoir, but I want something more centrally located, which will sit somewhere right here instead of this piece of plastic. Now, thankfully, something already exists for this, which leads us to this bracket here. I've got this for around €20. You can find them on Amazon, AliExpress, or even Temu. I already unpacked everything and it looks real nice. It has a nice black finish and it's made out of metal, so it's really strong. So this version that I bought also contains a back hook. It's really nice because the Honda Forza doesn't include a hook anywhere, unless I didn't see it myself, but yeah, I don't see any hook on this bike, where usually I have it somewhere right here in the middle. So I've got the main bracket part. We've also got the base plate, which this will attach to the middle of the handlebar and then connects to the main bracket. And we've also got the little centerpiece, which contains various holes, and some of them are even threaded. So you've got multiple options what you can attach to this, being phone mounts, cameras, GPSs, whatever your use is. So this just goes here in the middle, and we will just use the hardware here to attach everything together. So this should apply to any Honda Forza 125 and also the 300s and 350s. They should all have the similar handlebar. And the first thing we're gonna do is remove this little middle plastic cover, and it should pop right out. So just pry it a bit upwards and it just clips out. So it's just being held by these two plastic lips. So now that we remove the cover, we can clearly see there are two threaded holes here. One of them already has a bolt on it, which is 10mm. So what I'm gonna do is remove that bolt and clear off all this dust here. So we've got the little bolt removed from this first threaded hole here. Now I'm just gonna give it a good clean. So we have a nice working space. So for this part, we're gonna use these two Allen bolts provided with also these two washers. And I'm gonna be applying thread lock to every single one of these bolts so nothing comes undone with vibrations. So something to note is that the back part here is a little bit inclined. So let me turn on the handlebar and show it from the side. So it's not really flat, and that aligns with our new bracket, which has an inclined also back. So we'll be installing this way. So we're just gonna match the holes and just thread these Allen bolts. So now we've got the base plate ready and bolted down. And next thing is we're gonna put the main part. But actually before doing this, we're gonna be attaching the mounting point first, which is this one, because once we put it here and we try to attach the bolts on each side, we won't have enough space to attach or to use the Allen key, because this piece of plastic here is gonna be on the way. So we're just gonna attach this first. So now we've got the middle plate fully attached, and we're just gonna attach it to the bottom bracket. And there we have it. It's now finished and assembled, our new phone holder and also back hook. Now this is around the same size as a 22mm handlebar, so you can use any handlebar attachment on that, but you can also use any threaded mount that you have. So just to test it out, I have this SP Connect mount already, which usually attaches to a handlebar. I think this is 22mm. So yeah, I'm just gonna tighten it on here. Now obviously this mount isn't really in the middle, in the center of the new bracket, because we have this extra arm here. What we can do is remove this arm, attach the anti-vibration dampener directly to this mount here, and it will become in the center. So yeah, we can just test it with our phone here, and that's it, nicely in the middle, and it's very sturdy. Obviously, you can connect whatever mount you have, like Lock and other brands, and they should all work. So you can also turn the bracket to make it face you. The phone will face you like this, or you can also turn it upwards, whatever your preference is. Ideally, I will remove this arm here and connect it directly in the middle. So yeah, this mount is pretty amazing, to be honest. We're removing all this dead space in the middle. Before we had this piece of plastic, and now we have something functional as a phone holder, and also very nice. We've got these back hooks. I mean, personally, myself, sometimes I have some shopping bags here, and it's nice to have these hooks here, which are really functional. So if you have a Forza, this is one of the first upgrades I recommend you to do. It's a very cheap upgrade. This only costed me around €20. It's also very fast to install, around 5 to 10 minutes, and that is all. So as usual, thanks guys for watching, and I will see you in the next one.